to wrap it up very quickly. So basically, we emit light or heat. You're 98.6, right? And so our body's light communicates with the patch. Embedded in that patch is a crystal lattice structure, like Dr. Mel talked about, those stereoisomers, right? That crystal lattice structure. Each patch has a different combination of organic amino acids and sugars and water and oxygen, each different stereoisomers or lattices, correct? So when we put on the X39, our body's light reflects back a signal from the patch. That signal increases our body's stem cell production through the pathway of GHKCU that you heard Dr. Patty talk about, right? GHKCU is increased, right? Our stem cell production is increased. Our collagen production is increased. And we have over a third of the genome reset to its perfect expression. And knowing that each gene expresses to one or two other genes, that compound effect day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, that's why David can say, this is not anti-aging, this is age reversal. We are reversing the functionality of our cells and tissues and organs. And we see this from the clinical studies. We see this from our blood work. We see this from the neurofeedback, the biofeedback, the biowell, the HRV, the microscopy. We're looking at all these different things in the studies, and we can see the functionality improving. And like Dr. Viana said, from using these patches on specific acupuncture points.
Dr. Staci, can you just explain, there's some people on here that are so brand new, they don't even exactly know what the patch looks like, how you wear the patch. Can you just show us?
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. It looks like a little round Band-Aid, okay? You actually put it on CV7, back of your neck, bumpy vertebrae, feel it, it's bumpy, okay? That's where you put it, or come a couple inches below your belly button. And that's where you're gonna put it. One of those two spots each day. Well, David says you can stick it anywhere. Of course, the X39, you can stick it anywhere, but you heard Dr. Viana explain why those two spots are the most important. And that's why we've done clinical studies. You want to do clinical studies in a controlled situation, right? So you take it off, take the back of it off, stick it on the back of your neck or below your belly button in the morning. You're going to leave it on 12 hours. During that time, you're drinking at least half your body weight in ounces in water, right? It's very important for your cells. The conductivity of the light needs water, right, for this to function correctly. And so increasing your water intake, if you're not consuming half your body weight, is super important. We want you to have the best and the fastest results, right? So leave it on 12 hours. During that time, it's activating, elevating, mobilizing your body's stem cells, resetting them back to their perfect divine level, right? Perfect divine expression. And so then you take it off after 12 hours and you throw it away. Or you can put it on your pet or stick it in your pet bed, whatever works best. If you have pets that need regeneration too, we love our furry friends. So then you do the same thing again the next day. It's very important that it's only 12 hours on because you want that our light, right? Our low level infrared light that we're emitting. We want that to communicate with the patch for 12 hours. And then you need to give the body a break. Okay. And then it's going to restore and repair and regenerate and rejuvenate all your cells and tissues and organs in whatever order your body needs. We don't get to pick. People always say, how long do I have to wear this? How long is it going to take? When am I going to see results? Stem cells, your body knows how to heal itself, right? And so all we're going to do is activate those stem cells, right? We're going to help your body get back into balance by giving it what it had when it's younger, right? Saying, let's do this again. You remember this, wake up, come on. And so you're just going to do that every single day. How long it's going to take? I don't know. The general rule of thumb is 1 month for every 10 years you are old. I always say, just stop patching whenever you want to start aging again. For me, that's never. So I'm going to patch every day for the rest of my 250 years on this planet, because I'm sure by that point, Dave will have something else and we'll live beyond 250.
Wow. Dr. Staci, just remind us again, this is non-transdermal. It's light. What does that mean again?
So transdermal patches are what you're familiar with. They are nicotine patches, birth control patches, pain patches, estrogen patches. That's transferring something into the body, a chemical or a substance. So this is non-transdermal, meaning not having a thing transfer through your body, non-trans, nothing transferring. And so it's a wearable light technology. Our body's light communicating with the patch. Like Mel said, it's a biophotonic exchange of information in our body, with this patch. And so nothing is going in. There's no side effects. There's no chemicals, substances, anything going inside of your body. So there's no contraindications with anything you're currently doing or using Of course, as always, check with your physician, right? We're not making any claims by any means that this is treating or curing any type of disease, but please check with your physician. But we do know that there are no contraindications using medications or supplements or other therapies or modalities you're doing. It works actually, for those of us in the holistic field, it works very nicely synergistically with what we're already doing to support our clients and actually even have them get better results faster. And that's what we want. We don't want clients that see us for life. Like, we want them to get better now and have the best quality of life now, right? Of course, they're going to refer their friends and family to us because they want everyone they know to be here with them and have the best quality of life. And that's the whole point of this,
Wow.
is to really.
I'd like to add one thing, and that is
Yeah.
there is only one contraindication, and that is organ transplants.
Oh, yeah.
And mainly just because if you are using the X39, it is stimulating stem cells, so it would not recognize this organ from another person. And so it might actually reject it. So that is just the one thing that we need to be aware of.
Let's say this real quick before we start. Lifewave is not intended to cure, treat, or diagnose any diseases. This is just informational. So as we go into the question and answers, understand that's truth. Peter?
Probably the most popular question, because this is a doctor's call and a lot of us now are armed with information. And I don't know who's going to answer this, but in approaching our contacts who are alternative physicians, chiropractors, and DOs, what would you say to one of these professionals to get their attention so that we can have more time to discuss the Lifewave technology and products? So anybody can take that question.
Okay, so what I would say to them is, you have found, so you say, I have found something that I would love to get your opinion on, get your feedback and input on. So if you have a personal experience with it yourself, you can say, I found something that's gotten rid of my back pain after 12 years. Or I found something that's helping me sleep through the night now when I've tried everything else and nothing worked. I found something. Or you could say to them, I know how into holistic modalities or therapies or treatments, whatever they're doing, right? Whatever their profession is. I know how into all types of things holistic you are. I found something and I would love to get your feedback on it, love to get your opinion and give me your input. Would you mind to take a look at this?
Yeah, and I like to approach it on their heart too. Sometimes I'll say, do you have that one client or several clients that you just feel like you failed? Like you didn't quite help them or help them attain their goals or their outcomes? And has it kept you awake at night? Well, I have something for you to look at. And this may actually change that and actually allow you to sleep at night and resolve it. Because that's how I felt too, where some of my clients were, yes, we made lots of progress, but there's that one thing we didn't quite get done. And it keeps me awake.
Dr. Staci, which patches do you think would be best for pain and repair?
So that would be the X39, the Eon, and the Icewave.
And the X39 because it's stem cell activation, the Eon for inflammation, and the Icewave because it moves pain out. Would that be fair?
You want to get to the root of the issue.
Uh-huh.
In the meantime, let's help you alleviate the pain by using the Icewave on the location.
Thank you. And what patches do you think would be best for detoxification in your opinion?
Definitely, again, X39, Eon, and add the glutathione as well. Master antioxidant, immune booster, detoxer.
Oh, go ahead. Where's
I also
Dr.
like energy enhancer on that one too.
Yes.
I like
through the
energy
lymphatic
enhancer for the
system.
detox as well.
Energy?
Yeah,
And
it helps you
and-
get that lymphatic system out.
And I also, and tell me if I'm right, doctors, I like Alavita for detox as well. Because
Yes.
you put it on right between your eyebrows and it helps reduce oxidative stress or free radical damage. Would I be right, Dr. V?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and great to use at night for that one. I don't know if you really want to have that in your forehead when you're working it.
What about?
Yeah, the other thing is
Yes. go
first do
ahead.
a polarity test and then clear the polarities. But then also, you can also muscle test yourself against those patches as well to see which does your body need today. And so when you actually find out, once your polarities are in line, you can actually do a muscle test and say, do I need this one today? And if your body says yes, then you use it. Now, where should I put this patch today? And it'll tell you. So you can really customize it to make it work for you in a very individual way.
Okay,
Yes.
Dr. Staci, back
Yes.
to you. What patches would you use for organ support?
The X39, the Eon, carnosine, SP6, and Yeah, and then you can also use
Little.
Alameda at night as
Yep.
well too.
Okay.
Yep.
And what about for sleeping?
You could definitely use the X39 and Eon and Silent Nights.
I love that. And what about the patches that would help with mood or make you happy?
Yep, X39 Eon. We know Eon's our happy patch. It puts your body in that parasympathetic state. And also the Nirvana. You can use the Nirvana patch. We call it our bliss patch, or you actually can use the patch and the supplement together as well too. That increases beta endorphins. So we know that's our bliss patch.
And can that bliss patch help with Icewave for full body pain, doctor?
Yes, if you use the Nirvana system, the patch and the supplement together, increasing your beta endorphins, it actually shows in clinical studies between 1 to 3 weeks, full body complete pain elimination, no matter what it is, because it's 20 to 30 times more powerful than morphine. So the technology is, what happens is you wear the patch for 12 hours, you take it off, but it sustains that elevated level of beta endorphins, your body's own natural painkillers, for a 24-hour period.
Wow.
Just like
And
you
the
lose
Nirvana
iron.
has actually helped.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Nirvana has helped with a lot of mental health issues as well, which
Oh.
I see that we're having a lot of issues with. So I really like that one for that reason as well.
Wow. What's SP6, Dr. Staci? What do you use that for?
Yep. So SP6, the studies show that it improves the functionality of the endocrine system by 87% in just 7 days.
Well, I don't know what that means.
So it is shown to curb appetite. It's shown to boost your metabolism. It works fantastically with all of your organs in your body to balance your organs and your endocrine system. Your endocrine system, like most people think of their thyroid and their adrenals.
Is endocrine system also considered hormones?
So Dr. Vienna, you want to go more into that? Yeah, she's like,
So the spleen 6 complete is the patch, and it also helps with blood circulation, with cleaning the blood and things like that. One of the locations that they recommend for the spleen 6 complete is the spleen 6 point on the leg, which is actually really good for pain, for hormones, for blood, for cleaning the blood, all of that kind of stuff. And I mean, I use that one a lot in my practice when I'm working at acupuncture points. So when I saw that they had a spleen 6 complete patch and then also a spleen 6 point that they're using, I was like, this makes sense.